Hello students, this is Akshita, your educator. I welcome you all on the platform of Global Online. For CTET December 2023 examination, we have come up with a complete series where we'll be discussing the whole syllabus of CTET. In today's lecture, we'll be talking about the topic from the mathematics, that is percentage. This is useful for your paper 1 as well as paper 2. Including concepts, I'll be explaining you over here lots of MCQs with detailed solution. Okay, so yes students, without any further ado, let's discuss a bit about the course and then we'll start up with the lecture. So for the CTET December 2023, if you're targeting for the paper 1 or for the paper 2 or for both the papers, a complete course has been launched by Global Online platform for you guys. Here you will be provided with the following features: full syllabus video lectures. Through these video lectures, educators will share you lots of tips and tricks, and lots of concepts and doubts will be cleared in the session itself. Full syllabus notes will be provided to you in the form of PDF, which is easily downloaded through your mobile phone. 50 plus mock test. Through this mock test, you can test your preparation, and the question asked in the mock test can be directly replicated in the examination as well. Hence, this is going to help you a lot in this limited span of time. As well as you'll be provided with the full syllabus MCQ PDF. Again, this PDF is most exam relevant and important MCQs are provided in this PDF, which is easily downloaded through your mobile phone. Again, the fees for the paper 1 and paper 2 compiled course is rupees 3000 rupees. And if you are targeting for paper 1 or paper 2 individual course, then the course fees is 2000 rupees for each. Okay, you just have to contact us on this given WhatsApp number or download the Global Online application from the Play Store for the enrollment of the course. So let us begin with the topic. So here I have given general statements of the percentage. Just let's read it out, let's understand and go through all the statements over here. Okay, a percentage, what is a percentage? It is basically a number or a ratio that can be expressed as a fraction of 100. Okay, if we have to calculate the percentage of a number, divide that particular number by the whole or multiply it by 100. Hence the percentage means a part per 100. This is very much important. Percentage, what does it mean? It is a part per 100 value, or we are taking out a part out of 100. Okay, the word here per from the percentage means per means 100. Okay, cent over here, it is meaning what? Per 100. It means cents meaning is 100 and per it means every 100. After every, or we can say that at each 100 rupees, how much parts are we in removing out from that particular given value. Okay, or a part of 100 is nothing but percentage of that particular given value. It is represented by the symbol percentage, and we know this is very basic things. Okay, now let us see some of the examples. Now there is a huge relation among the percentage and fraction students. Okay, and this is going to help you a lot throughout your arithmetic, that the percentage and fraction is having a huge relation, and this relation is going to help you in the entire arithmetic problems. Okay, like for example, as I have told you in the previous slide also, that percentage, it means per 100 value. For example, I'll ask you what is 40%, or how is 40% be represented, how can it be represented? So always remember, percentage, it means we are basically dividing 40 by 100. Per 100 means a person is getting 40%. It means he is getting 40% out of 100%. He is getting the 40 value out of the total 100 value. Okay, for example, a person has got, for example, I say you that 33.33%. okay, 33.33%, and 33.33% can be represented as 33.33 divided by 100. Okay, or we can say this as, for example, 33.33% is also represented as 1 by 3 in the form of fraction. I'll explain these things to you in detail, but filhal ke liye you just have to understand that whenever we are adding one percentage symbol to any given value, it means x percent is nothing but x divided by 100. Y percent is nothing but y divided by 100. The percent value, it means we are dividing the complete value by 100. Okay, so this is what you have to understand. And whenever basically we are dividing it by that 100 value, we'll get a fraction. We are getting a fraction. Like for example, if I give you the first example here is 10%. 10% can be represented as 10 upon 100. or 10 divided by 100. If I cancel out the 0 from the numerator and denominator, I'll get the value is equal to 1 by 10. It means 10% is nothing but 1 by 2 in the form of fraction. 1 by 10 in the form of fraction. For example number 2, 50%. If I say 50% is nothing but again 50 divided by 100. Okay, if I cancel out 1 zeros from both the sides, I'll get 5 by 10, and 5 by 10 it means 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 1 by 2. So 50% fraction, 50% percentage value can be represented in the form of fraction as 1 by 2. Okay, similarly 33.33% it means 1 by 3. 66.66% it means 2 by 3, and so on. Okay, similarly 1 by 4, 25%. 25%, why 1 by 4? Because 25 divided by 100, 25 fours are 100, it will give me 1 by 4. So 25%, the percentage value can be represented in the form of fraction as 1 by 4. So few examples I have given to you over here on the slide. 10% is nothing but 1 by 10 in the form of fraction. 20% is nothing but 1 by 5 in the form of fraction. 25% 1 by 4, which we have seen. 50% again we have already seen 1 by 2. 75% it means 3 by 4 in the form of fraction. 75% it means 75 divided by 100. 25 threes are, 25 fours are. This will give me 3 upon 4 as the fraction over here. 90% it means 9 upon 10. Okay, so the percentage and fraction relation is very much important whenever you are going to solve the problems in the arithmetic, because this is going to help you a lot. Okay, so these were the few examples. We will see this slide, or I'll give you the slide personally on our WhatsApp group. Okay, so you can see all the percentage and fraction relations from there itself. Moving on to the next now. Percentage is having no dimensions, hence it is called as dimensionless. Now this is not important basically, but you can remember that it is a dimensionless number. Okay, nextly, if we say 50% of a number, then it means 50% of its whole, as I have already explained you. For example, I have one pizza with me. Let us consider an example. I have one complete pizza. Okay, or you guys are having a whole pizza, and I ask you, or I beg you for half of the pizza. Half of the pizza. Exactly what you will do, you will take a scale and you will just divide it in between, and you will take, ma'am, you just take this one, I will eat the other part. Okay, if you are a good student, you will do this. What have we actually done? We have actually divided, or we can say that you have eaten 50% and I have ate 50%. Okay, 50% of the whole pizza. It means whenever we are calculating the percentage, it means I am eating 50% of the pizza, or 50% of complete value. I can say it as 50% of the complete value. So always remember, whether it may be a pizza, whether it may be a chocolate, whether it may be a sum of money, whether it may be the property, whether it may be any given value, it is always considered to be 100%. It is always considered to be 100%, and that 100% needs to be divided, or it needs to be distributed among different people, if I say like that. Okay, so for example, one more example I would like to give you over here. There are two students. One got 20 marks and the other got, for example, 30 marks. Okay, now I'll ask you that who got, or how much percent, or who got the maximum percent, among these two students. This is student number 1, this is student number 2. Many of the students will start ticking, ma'am, second student must have got the highest percent, or got more percent than that of the person 1. But I would like to tell you that this is the wrong answer. Why? Because if I say now this statement to you, that this first student got 20 out of 20 marks and the second student got 30 out of 100 marks. Now you can differentiate that, ma'am, this particular student number 1 is having maximum percentile than the second student comparatively. So here always remember, whenever we are looking at the values, we cannot say which student has got the maximum percentile. But when we know the actual value or the complete value, we can understand that which person has got how many marks. For example, a student got 720 marks and the other got 800 marks. If I say you these marks are out of 900, then obviously you can say here that the student who got 800 is the highest scorer. Okay, but when I say you that a person got 720 marks, 800 marks, but I have not told you by out of how much marks, okay, then you cannot tell that which person has got the highest percentile. This is the difference. Okay, so moving on to the next now, percentage, it means that we are actually calculating the value out of whole. So make a note of it, this is important word over here. Percentage can also be represented in the decimal or the fraction form. Fraction form, as I have already explained you, like 50%, it means 1 upon 2 in form of percentile, fraction. And if I take this particular fraction into the decimal form, I can write 1 by 2 as 0.5. Okay, so any given fraction, percentage, not fraction, any given percentage can be represented in the form of fraction as well as in the form of the decimal, such as 0.6%, 0.2%, etc. In academics, the marks obtained in any subjects calculated in term of percentage, like Ram got 78% of his marks in his final exam, so his percentage is calculated on account of the total marks Ram has obtained, okay, in all the subjects to the total marks. It means what? For example, we all know this concept, we have already learned, or there is no use of learning it also. Okay, there is no need actually of learning, you know this actually naturally, this is the natural process. For example, if I say there was a marks of 25, there was an exam of 25 marks and you got 12 marks, okay, and the other exam was of, for example, 25 marks and you scored 22 marks, you can clearly say that the student of 22 marks got the highest marks. At the same time, students, as I have explained you this particular statement over here, whatever the percentage is given, for example, one student got 78%, the other got 91%, so here basically we are actually calculating this 78%, keeping in mind that whatever marks the exam is, we are considering that marks to be 100%. It means here student got 12 marks out of 25, so this 25% are considered to be the 100%. Suppose a student got 22 marks out of 50, so here the out of 50 marks, okay, to total examination is considered to be 100%. Whether the examination is of 200 marks, it may be of 50, it may be of 15 marks or 20 marks, whatever it may be, it is always considered to be the 100%. Okay, so moving on to the next slide, we have already seen this. Okay, yeah, so moving on to the next slide, where we'll be learning how to calculate the percentage of a number by traditional as well as shortcut method will be also explained to you in this class itself. So to calculate the percentage of any given number, we need to use a different formula, such as, for example, p% of x. So p% of number, any number, for example, let us consider 20. Let us consider p% of 20 is x. Okay, so what is x? X is the required percentage. We need to understand these terms. Okay, so if we remove the percent sign, we need to express the above formula as p divided by 100 into the number. Now I have explained you this line, that p% of any number, for example, let us consider to be that number as 20. Okay, so p% of 20 if we consider as x, so this line can be represented as p%, it means p divided by 100. In case of mathematics is nothing but it is multiplication, always remember this. Okay, so 20%, it is nothing but 20 upon 100. Of, it means we are actually multiplying it, 20%, p by 100 into 20, p% of 20, p divided by 100 into 20 is equal to x. This is how we actually represent the given numbers. Okay, or we represent how to calculate the percentage. P% of 20 is nothing but p divided by 100 into 20 is equal to x. Example, let us calculate 10% of 80. It's already given over here. Let us consider that 10% of 80 is equal to x. I have given here. Okay, so 10% is what? I have already explained you. 10%, it means 10 divided by 100. Of, it means multiplication, into 80 will give me x. So here 0 got cancelled, 0 got cancelled, the value of x is equal to 8. This is how we are calculating. But if I give you a number like, to calculate 33.33% of 99. This is not possible by formula wise method, that is 33.33% divided by 100 into 99. This is going to be very much calculative. So if I say you that instead of doing all these stuffs, we can actually use a fraction instead of this percentage. It means 33.33% can be represented as 1 by 3. So you can put this 1 by 3 in its form and multiply it by 99. I'll get 33 over here. Okay, so 33.33% of 99 is nothing but 33. So you just have to make sure that whatever the percentage and fraction relations I'll give you in the lecture as well, I'll give you as well as on your WhatsApp group if you're enrolled to the course. Okay, so that is going to help you a lot and that is very much needed. Okay, so we'll explain this in tomorrow's class, but before that I'd like to give you few shortcuts that how to calculate percentage. If they are asking you find the 10% of a given number or find the 1% of this given number, okay, only for these two, okay, that is 10% or 1%. For example, 180 is the number or 1800. Okay, if I ask you that calculate the 10% of 1800, calculate 10% of 1800, what you will do? Always remember of whichever value you are calculating the percentage, consider that value to be 100%. It means 1800 is nothing but this is equal to 100%. Always remember this, of whichever value, whichever thing, whichever amount of money, whichever amount of what we can say any object given to you over there, always remember if you are calculating the percentage of that given value, that given sum of money, let us consider that to be 100%. Okay, so 1800 is equal to 100%. So its 10% is nothing but what you have to do over here, write the number as it is, leave one digit and give a decimal point. It means 180 rupees is 10% of 1800. Got it? Okay, what I have done, if they are asking you to calculate the 10%, I will leave one digit and I will give the decimal point. If they ask us to find 1%, what I'll do, I'll write the number as it is, that is 1800 as it is. I will leave now here 2 digits and give the decimal point. It means 18.00, it means 18 rupees only, right? So rupees 18 is 1% of 1800. Got it? So what we have learned here of any given value, whichever whose we are finding out the percentage. For example, I'll give here the value that is equal to 7,000 rupees. If we have to calculate the 10% of 17,000 or 1% of 17,000, let us consider 7,000 as equal to 100%. If I have to calculate the 10%, I'll write the number as it is and give one decimal point after leaving one digit. To calculate the 1%, I'll write the number as it is and I'll give decimal point after 2 digits. So 10% of 7,000 is 700 rupees. 1% of 7,000 is 70 rupees. So this is how we calculate the 10% or 1%. Okay, moving on to the next one more question I would like to take here. For example, 7325. I have to calculate the 10% of this and 1% of this. What I will do, I'll consider this given value as 100%. To calculate its 10% or 1%, I will write the number as it is. After one digit, I will give one decimal point for 10%. After 2 digit, I will give a decimal point for 1%. So 73.2 is the 10% and 73.25 is the 1% of 7,325 respectively. I hope you have got this session, which was completely concerned to the basics of the percentage. In tomorrow's lecture, we will be talking about the questions based on the percentage. What is a percentage and fraction relation? Okay, so this was the end of the session, students. Thank you for joining it. I hope you have liked the video. If you have liked the video, please hit the like button and let me know in the comment section, as well as you can let me know your suggestions, whatever you have in the comment section. Okay, so thank you for joining the session. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.